Hello and welcome to this Express Vinyasa class. We'll start in a comfortable seated position, resting the hands on the knees and just moving the shoulders around a couple of times, circling them up, back, and down. Bring the hands behind you then and just arch the back, lifting the chest up and around the back, palms forward, fingers interlaced. And then resting the hands on the knees, close the eyes. Let's take a few slow, mindful breaths. So nice long slow inhale, hold the breath at the top. And slowly exhale. And again, big breath in, holding the breath at the top. And a slow exhale. One last time like that. And then just letting the breath find its own natural rhythm. Take a brief body scan, checking that the shoulders are relaxed, the muscles of the face relaxed. And from here, let's start to move. So inhale, stretch the arms wide. Exhale, left hand comes down, right arm reaches over. Inhale and come back up. Over to the other side. Exhale. Inhale to come back up. One more time to the first side, reaching over. Find as much side bend as you can. Come back up. And a final time to the other side. Coming back up, sitting nice and tall. Rotate to your right, look back behind you. Back to the center. And rotate to the left, looking behind you. Back to the center. One more time, rotate to the right. And last time to the left. Brilliant. Let's roll forward onto all fours. And move through cat-cow. So inhaling to arch the back, look upwards. Exhale to round the back, tuck the tailbone under. And continuing like that. Inhale as you arch. And rounding the back. One last time. And then just holding still on all fours, look slightly forward, and let's extend the right arm forward, the left leg behind. So right arm forward, left leg back. Look a little bit in front of you. Nice big breath in. And as you exhale, bring the right elbow inside the left knee. Inhale to lengthen out. And exhale, elbow inside the knee. Inhale to lengthen out, and one final time, elbow inside the knee. Lengthen out again. Reach your hand back. Try to take hold of the lifted foot, the left foot, with your right hand. Kick back, look up beyond your right shoulder. Try to see the lifted foot with your peripheral vision. And one more inhale. Keep kicking back. And back to all fours. Cat-cow one time. Inhale. And exhale. Onto the other side. So left arm forward and the right leg behind you. Look forward. Take a big breath in. And exhale, elbow inside the knee. Inhale to lengthen out. And again, elbow inside the knee. Inhale to lengthen out. And one last time, elbow inside the knee. Lengthen out, and then reach your left hand back, take hold of the foot. So left hand grabs right foot and kick back. Looking over the left shoulder, try to see the lifted foot with your peripheral vision. One more inhale, kicking back. And exhale to release. Come into a melted heart position. If you have 2 bricks, place a hand on each brick. This melted heart position is different to child's pose. The tailbone is lifted. And you're trying to arch the back, create a back bend. Forehead on the mat or chin if you're more bendy. If you don't have bricks, just make spider hands. So the fingertips on the floor, palms lifted. One more breath in and out in this melted heart position. And then let's come up from here. Tuck your toes under, sit back on the heels. Interlace fingers behind you and stretch the arms back. And you can even go on, let the ribs flare as you pull the arms back. So you're creating a little bit of a back bend, stretching the arms back, and then let everything relax down as you release the hands. Brilliant. Let's come to our first downward dog. Spread the fingers wide, lift the hips, down dog. Let the neck relax. Or maybe slightly tuck the chin in to deepen the stretch on the back of the neck. And then just paddle through the feet, pressing one heel down, then the other. Take your time. Now let's hold still and really be aware of your breath. Nice long, slow breath in and a slow exhale out. With the next inhale, lift your right leg as high as you can. Exhale, bring the right knee to the chest. Shift forward as far as you can. Inhale, float the right leg back up again. And step it forward between the hands for a low lunge. The left knee comes down to the floor. Reach the arms up. Touch the hands together, reach up, look up. Nice long, slow breath through the nose in this low lunge position. Try to reach a little bit further back. You shift the hips further forward. Great, into pyramid pose, so the hands frame the right foot. Step the back foot forward just a little bit. Inhale to look forward, come halfway up. And exhale, fold into this. If you have bricks, go ahead and have one under each hand if you like. Straighten the front knee as much as you can, while appreciating that it might not fully straighten, depending on your hamstring flexibility. One more slow breath in and out. And then let's come into easy twist. So just wiggle the left foot really far back. Reach the right arm up high, look upwards. Push down into the left hand to stretch the right arm higher. Reach up to the ceiling. With your fingertips even. One more inhale. And then step the right foot back. So coming into a side plank. You can stack right foot entirely over left foot. If you need a little bit more support, place the right foot down on the floor. Look upwards, keep stretching up through the fingertips. One more inhale. With control, bring your hand down, downward dog. Inhale to a high plank position and take your time to come all the way to the floor. Into low cobra, meaning there's no weight on the hands, but do arch the back as much as you can. Draw the shoulders back, hugging the elbows towards each other. One more slow breath in and out. And then come into a child's pose. Rest the forehead down on the mat. Nice long slow breath in and out. And then let's come up to downward dog again. Get ready for the second side. Let's big inhale and exhale out. Next breath in, float the left leg high. Exhale, knee to chest, round the back, shift forward. Inhale, float the left leg high again, and step it forward between the hands. Right knee to the floor for a low lunge. Bring the arms up, touch hands together, look up. Try to shift the hips forward. Look up at the ceiling as you reach your fingers back, drawing a line on the ceiling with your hands. Imaginarily, obviously. One more, inhale. And pyramid pose. So hands frame the left foot, step the back foot forward a little bit. Inhale to look forward, come halfway up, and then fold into it. Remember, feel free to have bricks under your hands. Nice long, slow breaths through the nose. Enjoying this hamstring stretch, which I appreciate can be quite intense. One more breath cycle here. And then let's come back to easy twist. So we wiggle the right foot back, stretch the left arm up. Hips low as you reach the left arm high. Nice long, slow breaths through the nose. And with the next exhale, step your left foot back, come into your side plank. Push down to lift up. Remember, modify as needed. You can have your left foot on the floor for a bit more support. And one more inhale. And with the next exhale, come back to down dog with control. Inhaling to a high plank. And slowly lower yourself all the way down. Arching the back to come into cobra pose, draw the shoulders back. Try to lift the breastbone up away from the floor. And then back to a child's pose. Nice big breath in and out. And then it's coming to your downward dog. Be aware of your breath. Every inhale and exhale. Maybe cultivating a soft ujjayi breath, where you make an H sound as you breathe. With the next inhale, stretch the right leg high. Exhale, right knee to the chest, round back, shift forward. Inhale, put the right leg high, step it forward between the hands for high lunge. Bringing the arms up, touch hands together, look upwards. Stretch up, stretch back. Again, drawing an imaginary line on the ceiling. Keep observing the breath. And now, hands to the heart. Look forward. Wiggle the left foot a little bit further back, and then rotate to the right. The elbow outside the knee. So that's left elbow outside the right knee. And look up over the right shoulder. Try to look at the ceiling. One more breath cycle here. See if you can rotate just a little bit more. And now hands come down to the floor into standing split. So just float the left leg up high. Looking forward slightly. And then bend at the top knee. That's your left knee. Try to stack left hip over the right hip. And take hold of the left foot with your right hand. Sugarcane pose. So take hold of the left foot with your right hand. Feel free, if you'd like, to have a brick under your bottom hand. Look forward a little bit. Keep breath flowing. One more inhale. And then exhale back to down dog. Inhale to a high plank and take your time to come all the way to the floor. Cobra, push into the hands and lift the heart. Look upwards, draw the shoulders back. One more inhale, and then back to downward dog. Big breath in, and a very slow exhale out. Going to the second side, flip the left leg high. Exhale, knee to chest, shift forward. Inhale, flip the left leg high, and step it forward between the hands for high lunge. Inhale to come up from here, touch the hands together, look up. Remember about drawing a line in the ceiling that extends back. One more breath cycle. And then hands to the heart. And maybe you can wiggle the right foot just a little bit further back. Rotate to your left, so elbow outside the knee. Press against that point, look up over the left shoulder. Looking up at the ceiling. Slow, steady breaths. And just appreciate this is wobbly for everyone. You're not the only one who's feeling wobbly. For the last breath cycle, you could try to rotate just a little bit more. And then hands come down to the floor for standing splits. Float the right leg high. Try to open the hips, bend the top knee. And take hold of the right foot with your left hand. Kick back, look forward a little bit. Nice long, slow breaths through the nose. Remember, you could have a brick under your right hand if you like. One more breath cycle. And then exhale to downward dog. Coming forward to high plank. Take your time to come down to the floor. Push into the hands for cobra. Draw the shoulders back, hug the elbows in towards the ribs. And downward facing dog. Nice big breath in. And a slow exhale out. Next, inhale, stretch your right leg high. Exhale, knee to chest. Round the back, shift forward. Inhale. Float the right leg high again and step it forward. Spin the back heel down to the floor for warrior two. The arms come up and bend the front knee. Look forward over the middle finger of your right hand. Nice long, slow breath through the nose in warrior two. One more breath cycle. And then the left hand slides across the lower back to try to find the right hip. Right palm turns up, come into reverse warrior. Find as much side bend as you can across the right ribs. Notice your breath, slow the breathing as best you can. Good, come up to warrior two and side angle pose. So I like to have a brick under the hand or just have your hand on the floor. The left arm reaches up high and then forward. And look up towards the ceiling if you can. 5 slow breaths. Try to fully straighten the left arm. Great. Come up from here, warrior two. Inhale. And then we straighten the front leg. Turn the feet parallel for Prasarita, Padottanasana, which is just a straddle wide-legged fold. Interlace fingers behind you and fold forward. Keeping the fingers interlaced
stretch the arms up, even forward towards the floor behind your head. So you'll probably feel a good stretch through the hamstrings and the shoulders. One more breath cycle.
And slowly come up from here. Make it a little bit dizzy. As we have that change of blood pressure to the brain, which quickly regulates itself. Turn out the legs and bend your right knee to go to the front of the mat. Bend your right knee, come all the way down into your Skandasana or side lunge. And if you're not quite this low, that's fine. You might be higher up. Also, it doesn't matter if the heel touches the floor. Try to have it touch the floor. Don't worry at all if it doesn't. If you can, flex the left foot so the toes point upwards. Look forward, so you take nice, long, slow breaths. And one more breath cycle. Brilliant. Hands to the front of the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. Through a classic vinyasa now. Inhale to high plank. Slowly lower, low plank, chaturanga. Push forward and up, upward facing dog. So just forward through the arms. Exhale, downward dog. Catch your breath here.
Nice, long, slow breaths. One more breath cycle. And with the next inhale, stretch the left leg high. Exhale, knee to chest, around the back, shift forward. Inhale. Float the left leg high and then step it forward between the hands. Spin the right heel down to the floor. Come into your warrior two. Deepen the bend of the front knee. As you look forward. Long, slow breaths. Think about shooting lasers out through your fingertips, trying to make your arms longer. Now your right hand slides across the lower back to find the left hip. Left arm reaches up, palm back. To enjoy that side stretch on the left side of the body. Keep the front knee bent. Try to slow the breathing. And back up to warrior two. Side angle pose. So hand to the floor or onto a brick. Right arm reaches up and then forward. Look upwards. And with the next inhale, come back up to warrior two. Great. Turn the feet parallel. So you're facing the long edge of the mat. Interlace fingers behind you. Lift the heart, look up, and fold forward into this prasarita. So the arms reach forward. You can let the neck relax. Maybe even move the head around. Check that the neck is relaxed. Slow, steady breaths. And then next inhale, come all the way up from here. Good, so turn out the legs a little bit. Come into our side lunge or a Skandasana. Bend the left knee. Again, the heel may or may not touch the floor. If you can, flex the right foot. The toes are looking up to the ceiling. Let's focus the eyes on one point in front. And bring your attention to your breath. Your right hands to the front of the mat. Step back to downward dog. Inhale to a high plank position. Take your time to come to chaturanga, low plank. Up dog. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then let's come into a child's pose to rest for a moment. Or if you need some water, feel free to grab some. And now let's come up from child's pose, coming to a balance sequence. If you have a brick, you can set it up onto its highest height on the right side for half moon pose, which we'll come to in a moment. And now let's get into downward dog. So a nice big breath in and out. Next, inhale, stretch your right leg high. Exhale, step it directly forward between the hands and come into your half moon. So brick under your right hand, or you can just have your hand on the floor. Stretch the left arm high, left leg high. Try to look upwards. Let's take 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So look down now and try to take hold of the left foot with your left hand. So bind left foot to left hand, like you're doing a quad stretch. Keep that bind and slowly come up to stand for dancer's pose. Keep holding onto the foot, kick the foot back, look forward. 5 breaths in dancers. 1. Lift the left knee, kick it back. 2, 3, 4, and slowly come up 5 without touching the left foot on the floor into eagle pose, one balance after another. So the left foot wraps around the right leg, a single wrap or maybe a double wrap also. Your arms wide and then bring your right arm over left arm, a single or a double wrap. Try to sit down a little bit more. And 5 breaths in this awkward pose. Breathe as well as you can. Do your best while appreciating, yes, this is an awkward position. 1 last breath cycle. And with control, release out. Bring both feet onto the floor. Whew. And then hands together, feet together at the top of the mat. Good. Next, inhale, stretch the arms up, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the floor. Inhale to look forward, come halfway up. Jump back, vinyasa. To your low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to take 5 breaths. So a little moment to catch your breath. Or take a child's pose. Also, if you have a brick, you could put that on its highest height on the left side. Last couple of breaths in your child's pose or down dog. All right, and if you're in child's pose, let's come up to down dog now. With the next inhale, float the left leg high. Step the foot forward between the hands, exhale. Straight into half moon pose, the brick under your left hand. Reach the right arm high. And when you're ready, try looking upwards. Three more breaths. Now look down and take hold of your right foot with your right hand. Kick the foot back a little bit and come into dancer's pose. Take your time. And then once you're upright, kick the foot back. Trying to lift the foot, lift the knee. Slow, steady Ujjayi breaths. With control, release out without touching the right foot on the floor. Wrap the right leg around the left, a single or double wrap. Arms wide. Left arm over right arm, a single or double wrap. Eagle pose, Garudasana. 5 breaths here. One more breath cycle. Well done on that awkward pose and release out. Coming to the top of the mat with feet together, hands together. Next, inhale, stretch the arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the floor. Look forward, come halfway up. And jump back, vinyasa. Slowly come down to the floor, down to your tummy for bow pose. Reach the arms back and find the feet. Once you have them kick back, taking 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's turn the head to the right. Close your eyes. Just relax for a moment. And then come up from here. So look forward, just reach the arms back. Second round of bow pose. Find the feet or ankles again and kick back. Either focus the eyes on one point in front of you or close your eyes. One more breath cycle. If you feel like kicking back a little bit more, you can go ahead. And relax. Turn your head to the left. Close your eyes. Good. And let's come up from here and back to down dog. But just for a moment, because now we're going to look forward, jump to a cross-legged sitting position. And straight into Navasana, boat pose. Extend the legs up, lift the chest. Try to fully straighten the knees. If they need to be bent, no problem. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Perfectly normal for your legs to shake here. 4. And straight into a shoulder bridge, Setu Bandhasana. With feet on the floor, lift your hips up. Interlace fingers underneath you. Push down to lift up. For a bit more juice, float your right leg high. Point the foot, but spread the toes. Let's bring the right foot down. Float the left leg up if you're doing the one-legged option. And then that foot comes down and rest, just down on the floor for a moment. Rest before we take one round of wheel pose. So if wheel is not accessible to you today, or you just rather not do it, then how about we place the thumbs under the glutes and take 10 double leg raises instead. Otherwise, let's go for wheel pose. Soles of feet on the floor, hands by your ears. Push down to lift up and begin. See if you can hold here for 5 breaths. And after 5, come on down. Ooh. To rest, let's hug the knees to the chest and rock the knees side to side. Great. Roll up from here, extend the legs out in front of you. For Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Inhale to reach the arms up and exhale, fold forward. Take hold of the feet if you can. Or if you can't reach the feet, you could wrap a strap around them. With the next inhale, let's lift the chest, look forward. And as you exhale, fold into it. Feel free to close your eyes and really focus in on your breath. And just come up from here. Bring the hands next to your hips and just lift the chest up. So Dandasana, staff pose. One more breath cycle. And then cross the ankles if you can and roll forward into down dog. Coming next into pigeon pose, float your right leg high and turn the right leg out as it comes forward for pigeon pose. The right ankle is behind the left wrist. Before we go down, let's come up. So the hands on the floor, lift the chest, look forwards, maybe upwards. And then exhale, come down to your elbows. Close your eyes if you'd like. Focus in on the breath while also observing all the sensations in the body. And then let's come up from here, placing the hands down. Tuck left toes under, and in one smooth movement, step back to down dog. An optional vinyasa. So if you'd like, stay in downward dog. Otherwise, if you'd like, plank, low plank, upward dog, and down dog. Let's float the left leg high and turn it out as it comes forward for pigeon pose. Let's go up before we go down. So inhale, lift the chest, try looking upwards. And with the next exhale, let's fold down. Close your eyes if you like. And then slowly come up from here, tuck right toes under, and try in one movement, come back to downward dog. One final optional vinyasa. Great. And now look to your hands, jump to cross-legged sitting position, and we'll finish. So roll yourself down to the floor. Come into a spinal twist to finish. Bring the right knee to the chest and let the right knee lower over to the left side. Extend the right arm out to the right side. You can place your left hand onto the right knee to kind of encourage it down, but not at all forcing it down. And change to the other side. So the left knee over to the right. And into the final relaxation, where we will remain for about 4 minutes. So lying down comfortably on the floor. Let all tension melt away. Let yourself fully relax and enjoy.
So slowly move fingers and toes, and then the wrists and the feet. And then reach the arms back and do a long, full body stretch. Take your time to come up. If you like to roll over to one side, please do. Or simply come up through the center. Once you are seated, rest the hands on the knees just as we started. Take a nice, long, slow breath in and out. And just notice how you're feeling in yourself right now. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.